Onegaishimasu.
Onegaishimasu.
All right, let's start with jumping. Circles. Down. Up. Down. Up. We'll go left and right. Your back foot all the way through your fingertips. And legs. Toes up. Squat, straight back. Shoulders over hips. Don't let your knees go too forward over your toes, not past your toes. Sink into it as low as is comfortable. Look over your shoulder, point out your other shoulder. Doing both sides. All right, feet together. You're gonna get down on the floor and roll one side of your body for your legs behind your head. Up, cross your legs. Again, back. Up, cross your legs the other way. Feet out in front. Flex your feet, engage your quads, hinge at the hip, neutral neck. Straight back if you can. Now point your toes and round your back, round everything. Feet open. One side. The other. Another variation. The other. And straight down. All right, feet together. Do the same thing here. First, straight back, lean forward, neutral neck. Now everything round. Let's do ankles. Toes. Massage the arch. Pound it. Shake. Other foot. Ankle. Toes. Massage the arch. Pound. Shake. You can sit seiza or kneel on your feet or stand. Just reaching back. Sides. And again, both sides. All right. Arm circles. In the other direction. Maybe speed it up. Again. Let's breathe. In. Bring it down. And release. Try to release all the air. Maybe bend forward a little bit at the end. More. Shake. Okay, so let's stay down here if you are down there. Usually do a little back Ukemi, and maybe we will, but on Saturday, the energetic young talented sensei from Brazil was showing some exercises, and one of them was this where you hold your legs straight out. I can barely keep them straight, actually. This is really good for your abs. But he did this, watch me for a sec. So we keep them out here, and then you go back, not hit your head, make sure you're not gonna hit your head. Come up, don't let your legs touch. And he did those a few times. So go ahead, try it, legs straight out. If you can keep it as straight as you can keep them, keep this sort of V shape. Roll back, don't hit your head. Roll back up, don't let your feet touch the floor. Yeah. I thought this was a real tough workout. See how straight you can keep your legs. Yeah. One more. All right, break for a second. So he did, I think, 3 sets of those where we went back 8 or 10 times. And then at the end of it, which I forgot, he stood there, or in between each set, he stood there and he counted to 10, just immobilized like this. So think about adding that to your practice. It feels really, you know, we get a lot of core, work done as you know, and normally with taking Ukemi, but we're not doing as much now. So let's try one more thing with this, and that we're gonna go from side to side now. So starts here, comes back on one side, comes back to the center. So you're sort of going on like one hip, one cheek, not touching your head. So going back, one side. Sometimes I need to cheat and put my elbow down like this. I think that's okay, but better is not to cheat. So you're on one side, you hold it here, and back up. Let me show you the side view. Go on one side, hold, not letting my head touch. Back up, not letting my feet touch. We'll go to the other side, and back again. I think it's exhausting. So anyway, do a few of those every day. Let's just do a couple back and forth. We'll change directions, change feet. Ukemi at your own pace. Like this, go ahead. And stand up. So that Ukemi feels pretty easy after those other exercises I think. Anyway, let's start with Tenkan exercise. I'll face the same way as you. I'll start in left. First one, slide in, step back, and then we'll do step in and step back after that. Normal Tenkan exercise. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's also do this one left hand, like a sotai dosa exercise. So Uke's grabbing here. You're going to turn Uke. You're going to slide forward just like this, and your body opens up more, like more of a wedge shape, right, as opposed to a square shape. So we'll do. We'll just alternate sides on that. So starting in left. So 1, then reset, change hanmi. 2, reset, change hanmi. 3, change hanmi. 4, change hanmi. 5, change. 6, change. 7, change. 8. I have to keep my body open. So the reason I want to do that one is that I want to do the Ukemi for that. 2 weeks ago, I think we did this where, so I'm Uke, I grabbed, and to make me turn that way, here's your Nage, is your other hand, your finger. You're gonna hook and turn. I think this gives you a really good feeling for what you have to do with Ukemi. So you're generating it from this, and then you have to follow it. Keep your body aligned. So let's do a few of those just on your own. See if you can really think of this as Nage, really get your body moving with that, rather than just doing it on your own. Feels pretty good. You can speed it up or try to turn a little bit more. Remember to end with your body in a line. Wrist, center, back foot. Wrist, center, back. All right, so let's do Shomanuchi kodachi, and like this style, watch me for a second. So if the Shomanuchi was coming in, it would be, Uke would be attacking with right hand. I'd step in and step back and capture the kodachi here. Right, so the strike's coming, do that from this point of view. Strike's coming, step in, step back. Uke's here, and you have them down here, right? So let's just do that together too. Starting in left hanmi, so the first one's going to be a left strike. So 1, step in, step back. Should have your arm to your, like the side of your leg, your weight over your shoulder on Uke, so you're like a triangle shape like this. Okay. Right side, step in, step back. Just actually, we can just alternate from this here. So the left side, step in, step back, arm down. It's just the entrance. Go ahead at your own pace. Alternate sides. Check your posture at the end. See if you feel like you're in a triangle shape. And you're looking down your arm at Uke. Right, so hopefully you can envision that. Now the Ukemi part, right? So the Ukemi, I struck, you weight me down here, right? So as Nage puts their weight down here, that makes Uke effect. Uke's not just gonna stand here, the weight's coming, it's gonna make you come down, but you can't come down like this, disengage your back. The weight comes down, and you have to be in this triangle shape again, ready to go, right? So let's try that with your item. So this is now your Nage. So I'm in left hanmi here. I'm gonna strike. Nage comes in, puts that weight on it. Right? So I need to keep these sandwiched together. One's going down, one's going up. This simulates if Nage lifted up, you wouldn't leave this here. You'd come with Nage. Right, so it takes a little bit getting used to. But try both sides, strike. Nage comes, put some weight on it. You keep connected. And again, you're feeling forward from your back foot through your center up to this connection. I'm looking at the connection. And if Nage raised this up, I would go with it. Down, up, down, up. Not like this. So it's just the very entrance again, down. Strike, bring yourself down. See, yeah, Right. The thought is to keep this connection together. You try one more thing too, where you strike down, but a lot of times that down component when you're Nage will actually push Uke back, and you don't want your arm. This is me disconnecting my center from my arm. I want this distance to remain the same. So if Nage pushes me back, I'm going to need to go back behind it, maintain my Hamni. So let's try that just a little bit. Strike, down and back. Maintain your Hamni. This is the way we're simulating a connection, because Aikido is not done alone. Uke and Nage make Aikido together. So you're pretending your one arm is Nage. Let's try the same thing that we did last week, and we'll switch to Yoko Manuchi. This is Shiho Nage. I'll show. So I'm gonna do a good strike right with my cross step. My shoulders still back. Good strike, cross step. My shoulders still back. And after I finish, Nage comes in to do sorry, Shiho Nage. Right. So let me try the left hand first. So I strike. Nage comes in. Shiho Nage. And finish. So this is very similar to this thumb hook. The same motion, right? Hook the thumb. It's coming all the way through your body to your back leg. Same thing here. Strike. Nage comes, turns you around. I'm in a line again. Foot, center, wrist. Go ahead, try it your own. If you have any questions, just unmute yourself and ask. I feel like this one especially gives me a really good feeling that I'm not just forcing myself to do it. My fake Nage is really moving me. And I have to keep that connection. Again, I'm not missing it, not splitting it. Keep that connection. Yep, on your own. Good. Excellent. And then last week also we did, I was actually picturing Ryotatori, like a Kokyu Ho or a Kokyu Nage where you turn and throw this way. But let's just start, let's picture this hand, let me see. So we're gonna hold your weapon like this, grab it, push into your own elbow. You're gonna raise your elbow like that. Now once you're in this position, this is forward Ukemi practice. So once I'm in this position, this hand is actually gonna cast my elbow forward. And I'm gonna not go when I feel like it, I'm gonna go when I feel my elbow going forward. So once again, hands like this, push that up into your elbow. So a little bit like Sankyo, and now I'm gonna cast this forward. Makes me feel like rolling forward. See if you can let your elbow go, which pulls your nose, which pulls your foot off the floor. Go ahead, try it. Get a little bit too far over, you can always let go, catch yourself. All right, so go ahead and see if you have a safe space to work with, how far you can almost throw yourself. Couple more. Like the feeling of that, it reminds me, which we'll do now next, of the I forget which sensei it was, but another one of these Saturday classes. Took the weapon, did a Yoko Manuchi like this, and then laid the weapon down on the ground. So it's very similar to what we're doing now, except now your whole body is following the Ukemi. So give a good Yokomen, let your balance get taken. Try to stay stable. You can put your weapon on the ground, pick it back up. It's harder on one side for me. If you find yourself getting off balance, check your shoulder orientation. Because if my shoulders start to get square, I'm going to feel like I have to fall this way. So your shoulders are going to be in a wedge shape, in a line. Back up. Feels pretty good. Put it down, leave it there, stand back up. Go back down and pick it up again. Down, keep your balance, back up. Down, pick it back up again. It's a good little workout and also balance. Balance improvement. Take a peek. Sure. Yoko man. Down. Stand up. I'm touching with my toe, actually. Reach down. I suppose more advanced. Maybe even not touch with your toe.
That's what all that racket was about.
You were jumping to the advanced one.
Yeah.
Winnie's an advanced student.
Yeah.
So, advanced version. Stand up. Don't put your back foot down. Then reach down. That's pretty hard. I can do it better on my right side. So people are creating different exercises. The guy on Sensei on Saturday was doing stuff with water bottles too, which I really liked. It was very interesting, the stuff that I understood. So trying to do some innovation, but all of these things I really like that where you're creating this kind of connection between your simulated uke and nage, because that's what Aikido is. They're built together. You know, it's not a, as we've heard from many Shihan, it's not a zero-sum game. There isn't a winner and a loser. One person doesn't rise up when another person goes down. In Aikido, or I mean sorry, just got the alert. Aikido, everybody rises together, right? So the better uke does, the better nage does. Anyway, let's do oh, you know what? Let's do this Katatsuri Kokyu Nage. We'll use the weapon again, but it's Katatsuri. You slide out and cut. One of my favorites, right? Slide out, throw, slide out, throw. This is from Gakuhami, Katatsuri. Slide, throw. Do a few of those. Remember this triangle shape at the end, right? When you throw, Your whole body feels. I changed the angle of my shoulders to get this energy all the way from my back foot into the throat. This one I love with a partner. You can sometimes get to this setup and then try not to telegraph that you're going to move. You just move. Move. But I find in solo practice, I like it even better when it's more the kind that Wendy Sensei likes and Yamada Sensei shows. So instead of out and throw, you kind of stretch uke out and then you throw along your center line. So you're flip them out, uke gets this way, and then they get cut down. Sometimes they go flying. So let's do that. Your weapon is in your throwing hand. So in this case, I'm in left hanmi. My weapon is in my right hand. So I slide out to stretch uke open, and now I'm just going to cut down my center line. Nice and deep, good thigh exercise. Change, left hand weapon, right hand. So go ahead on your own. We've done this one before too. If your thighs are feeling good, go all the way down. You can even lay the weapon on the ground. Pick it up. When you pick it up so point comes up first. It's martial. If you're Genki, if you have air conditioning, speed it up. Have a target that you're going to cut, slice. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. So let's do a quick review. Let's start with that Shomanuchi. Shomanuchi. Sorry. This is Shomanuchi kodachi. Here, Nage comes in, brings you down, maybe a little back. Down a little back. So Shomanuchi kodachi Ukemi. That's what you're doing. Keep that sandwich together, your weapon / nage and your wrist. Now, Yokomanuchi Shihonage. So, right. I'm starting, Nage's in my left hand, Nage is. I'm gonna start Yokomanuchi right in my palm, turn me. Again, this is sandwiched here, and finish with the throw. Go ahead on your own. I think when it feels good, you can really feel that energy going right through your body. It's really pulling me, turning me. And lastly, we'll do a little, that forward Ukemi one. This time weapons in your hand like this. Nage grabs it, raises your elbow, right? So it's almost like a Sankyo. Raises your elbow and then casts your elbow forward. Almost falling. Let go. If you did a really good throw, let go and stop yourself on the ground. See if you can almost make yourself fall. So weapon starts like that. I turn that back into my elbow. My idea is to raise my elbow. So there's a little twist here. Almost like Sankyo. Almost like Sankyo. All right, well, I think we'll call it a day and we'll do a little cool down. Let's jump a little bit. Talk some homework for you. It's, I think about how Aikido is not a zero-sum game. It's people rising together. It's not that Nage is right and Uke is wrong. They're creating it together. So there's aspect of harmony, and we do that through our movements. We do that from thinking about Uke's experience, thinking about Nage's experience, putting yourself in the other people's shoes, even though we don't wear shoes. So think about, oh sensei, this is not going to be an exact quote, but he said Aikido is for making the world a better place. So think about how you in your practice and thinking about how you practice and thinking about the philosophy of Aikido could help our current situation. So that's your homework. I'm sure you're gonna nail it. But maybe read some O-sensei quotes. Think about it a little bit. It might be helpful. All right, let's breathe.
Here it comes.
Here comes Mac. So we'll go up, out, in, out. Finish. Exhale all the way. Inhale. One more. Okay, let's stop. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you, Sensei.